Got a 2024 Jeep Compass Limited with the 2.0 turbo motor. Today's video, I'm going to show you how to change the oil. This one here has approximately close to 3,000 miles. The only reason why I'm changing it is because of time. Not even has to do with the mileage. You want to keep up with your oil, especially with a turbo motor. You want to change it between 3,000 and 5,000 miles approximately, however you want. But don't go to recommended 10,000 miles no matter what kind of oil you put in it. First thing we'll do is get it set up on ramps because there's no way I could fit under there. Gonna come down here. See this symbol here? That's where your hood is. Further down, you got your hood latch release. Pop your hood. Got your hood release latch right here. You're gonna push it to the left. Pop it open. Got your hood prop right here. You're gonna lift it up. Goes right there into the hood to secure your hood. This is what it looks like under the hood. Coolant reservoir, washer fluid, brake reservoir fluid, your battery. You got your air filter under this cover here. Got your turbo down right there. This is the check your dipstick. Very simple motor to work on. Most important, you have your oil fill cap right here. As you can see here, 5W30 oil. This car takes 5 quarts of 5W30. We're gonna pop this out. Simple. I always recommend you take your oil cap, leave it right here by the hood prop right here, the hood lock. So God forbid you forget to put it in. When you go to close the hood ain't gonna close because you got the cap blocking your access right there. Take your dipstick, pull it out a little bit so it makes draining the oil much easier. For today's oil change, I'm using Pennzoil Ultra Platinum 5W30, 5 quarts of that. We got the official Mopar oil filter, part number MO339. You're gonna come down underneath. This is your oil pan right here. Here's your drain plug, and directly to the front of that toward the car is your oil filter. Can be as easy as that right there, okay? Drain plug is a 13 or a 1/2 inch socket. You're gonna need a socket and a ratchet, okay? This is very simple. You're gonna put your drain pan underneath. It's not under tremendous pressure. You're gonna loosen it up. I like to hold it in as I back it off, and when on the last thread, you gotta let it fall out and move your hand so you don't get no oil on your hand, hopefully, okay? So like I said, I'm holding it in. I already feel, I got a couple drips on my hand. So then, you know what you do, take it from the top, get it loose, and let the drain plug fall into the oil pan, okay? Just like so, okay? I'm gonna wait for that oil to completely drain out, give it time. You're gonna wanna have the car operating temperature when you do this, so the oil and the contaminants can mix up good and it makes easier to drain out. Here's a better view of the drain plug. Hopefully it comes out good on camera. Okay, I'm gonna let that keep draining. In the meantime, I'm gonna take out the oil filter. Take a 1/2 gallon Ziploc bag. We're gonna break it loose, put the bag over it, back it off, let the oil drain into the bag as it comes off so you don't get nothing on the driveway. Or you could do old school, put the drain pan underneath, take your strap wrench, which I'm gonna do. We're gonna back it off, and we're gonna let it just drip right into the drain pan under the low. Shouldn't be under tremendous pressure anyway. There we go. Little by little, You ain't got much room in here to mess around. Once it's loose, we can get it by hand. Like I said, have your drain pan underneath to catch the oil. Let's see. Yep. We're gonna let it drain out before we take it out all the way. Forgot to tell you, there's another way. You take a punch, you punch a hole right in the bottom, the oil will drain out. Then once it's completely empty, you take your oil filter wrench, you back it right off. Quite a few threads on there. More oil is gonna come out once we get it off. There we go. We're gonna take our plug, put it back in. If anyone knows below the exact torque specs, works for Jeep, or knows, has a book, leave it in the comment section so I could post it. Help everyone out. We're gonna tighten it up tight. We're not so tight that we're crushing anything, okay? I'm gonna get it to the tight point, and we're gonna give it a just a little kiss, okay? We're not gonna break anything. Got a rag, clean around the surface where the oil filter mates with the housing, like so. We're gonna take our oil filter, pop it open. This is what I like doing. Like I said, not much oil in here, not absolutely necessary, but we're gonna pre-fill it with a little bit of oil. Of course, we're gonna spill some. Put a little bit in there, take your finger, run a bead of oil around the O-ring. We're gonna go back underneath, we're gonna get it back on there, hand tight, plus a little oomph to it. You know, when you tighten it up, you never put tools on there. We're gonna get it started, get a rag on there so we can get a better grip. You ain't got much room in here, so you're gonna grab it and tighten. So you can't tighten no more with your hands. Because once you start the car, this is gonna tighten up on it as well. Boom, okay? We're done on the bottom now. I'm gonna go on top, show you how I fill it up, and we're almost done. Like I said, this is one of the most easiest motors to do it yourself. We're gonna come back to where our oil cap was. We're gonna put a funnel in here, like so. We're gonna fill it back up with our 5 quarts of oil, the remaining 5 quarts. You can put your dipstick in back there. You're gonna have to hold the funnel up and slowly fill it up. As always, once we get it started, we're gonna check for leaks. We're gonna shut it off, give it approximately 5 to 10 minutes. So we're gonna pull the dipstick tube out and make sure we're properly full. Make sure you hold your funnel because it has a weird angle to it, so a tendency will be to flip off. You don't want to get any oil on top of your turbo or dripping down the motor on the exhaust, because it will fume up and possibly start a fire. Okay, 5 quarts right there. Cap back on. Boom. Okay. We're gonna start it up, get underneath, check for leaks. Took the Jeep off the ramps, got it on level ground, let it sit for about 10 minutes, I would say. Pull out the dipstick, give it a nice wipe. I don't know how good it's gonna come out on camera. So put it back in, pull it out. Yeah, it ain't gonna come out on camera good, but they got hash marks on the dipstick, As long as you're closer to the top, you're full, you're good to go. Put your dipstick back in, all the way in. Take our hood prop, put it back in the yellow spot where it goes, lock it in, slam your hood down. Okay, give it a nice tug up, make sure it's locked in. Okay, I don't have a oil change service minder on my dashboard, okay? This car is not like your other Jeep products, Dodge products, where it would have a menu in here to clear out and reset the oil service life, okay? But when the engine and the computer talk to each other and a setting comes on that says oil change due, you're gonna make sure your vehicle's in park. You're not gonna step on the brake. You're gonna come over here. You're gonna put the vehicle into run and step on the accelerator 1, 2, 3 times. You're gonna come back on top, turn the car off, and start the car. What that's gonna do is when you have that light on here saying oil change due, that's gonna reset it right then and there, okay? Back to 0. And that, my friend, is how you change your oil and filter on a 2024 Jeep Compass 2.0 with a turbo motor. Questions, comment, leave them below. I get back to everyone. Hope that video helped you. If it did, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Share the word. The more the merrier. Take care, fellas. Peace.